Día 4 de videoblog aquí en el Worldwide Technology Championship. Estamos, como ya saben, en Diamante, sede de este torneo. Se juega específicamente en el Cardinal, campo diseñado por Tiger Woods, pero también está Dunes, un campo diseñado por Davis Love, y está en proceso The Legacy, el country club que tendrá este mismo complejo, también un diseño de Tiger Woods. Y platicamos con Ken Jody, una de las personas encargadas de la construcción, pero que además es CEO y socio de Diamante. Vamos a conocer un poquito más de The Legacy, este nuevo proyecto de Tiger Woods que será la cereza en el pastel de Diamante.
So I've been here since we started the property. We closed on this property in 2006. So in the year leading up to it, we're doing the due diligence on this project. So I've been here for coming on 20 years on this particular project. My real job is to understand the vision of where we're going and try to keep us between the lines, right? So that's not really a day-to-day position, but it's something that you need to understand as you look from a 10,000 foot level just to make sure that we stay between the lines. And this is a great project. It's our third and final golf course. Well, fourth if you count the short course. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the true country club of the property. You know, this whole property is private. You need to be on property to play here for the most part, but this is truly the country club. So we have 250 members, members only, no unaccompanied play, and it's going to be completely different than anything not only on our property but in all of Cabo. We're building 5 lakes and streams connecting all the lakes and bringing in palm trees, about 5,000 trees we'll have here, be a completely different environment. And we felt that we needed to do something different with the other golf courses that we have, and it's something that we're all pretty excited about.
How much are you involved with the routing and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I don't pretend to be a professional as far as that's concerned. So the first parts of the routing are done by the Tiger and his architects, and they look at they're geniuses really. They look at a land plan and within a half hour they can spit out a routing, right? You might go through 10 or 15 of them, but they're able to do that through just a topographical map. And my job sometimes is to understand if we want real estate in a certain spot, right? How do we accommodate for that? Or if we want a certain area for the clubhouse, how we accommodate for that? I think every golf course is different, and I think that the dunes was a learning curve for us because we didn't know how the dunes were going to react, right? We didn't know how stable they were going to be or what we needed to do to stabilize the dunes. It was raw out there when we started.
You move dirt there also.
Yeah, but we didn't move much dirt in the dunes. We kind of worked around it. We only moved 200,000 cubic meters, which was to create the lake that we needed to reserve water. But we didn't know how much the dunes would move. And we've seen that if, with water, with the spray of water, with some of the plant material that comes naturally on the dunes, they stabilize. And so that helped us in that learning curve with the dunes when we went to El Cardinal. This is completely different. We have a completely clean canvas on this property that we're creating everything on our own.
Cool. We know that Tiger is a huge fan of the old course, Billy Bonnie, obviously Augusta National. What will you say influenced this golf course?
Yeah, I think Tiger's a fan of a lot of that because it's a thinking man. So those courses you need to think around, right? And you play the ball on the ground a lot, right? You need to throw it high up in the air, and you understand the contours. And the contours mean so much. I think that's why I can't speak for him, but I think that's a lot of why he likes those things. There's so many different ways to play a hole. I think that permeates in a lot of things he does because, again, I think a lot of it's his second shot golf courses. And when you're able to create these different green complexes, when the very talented mind looks at something, you understand what the designer is trying to tell you, right? Trying to tell you by placing a bunker here, he's trying to do this, or by putting a mount here, or having it fall off on the other side. So I think he likes it to make people think and create strategies.
And is there any hole here that reminds you of another hole?
When we were designing 6, I will say a little bit like 13 at Augusta. Yeah, I mean, if I showed you the map, you'll see it's a par 5, a second shot, creek runs in front of it and around behind it.
Nice.
So a little bit of that, but I don't think that you go and try to emulate any hole, because you all want all your holes to be unique, right? So I don't think that's what you go into trying to do.
El conquistador de las islas, Nico Echavarria, se ha vuelto un verdadero experto de los torneos del PGA Tour que se juegan fuera de Estados Unidos, y hoy en día es el líder después de 36 hoyos jugados. Oye, Nico, son pocos torneos los que se juegan fuera de Estados Unidos. Estás volviendo el trade de los torneos fuera de Estados Unidos. ¿Es casualidad o hay algo que te gusta, ¿no? de jugar?
No sé si es casualidad o qué es. Son cosas que uno la verdad no le pone mucha atención, pero vamos a ver si seguimos así. La próxima semana también jugamos fuera de Estados Unidos, así que en una isla, este lugar pareciera como si fuera una isla, no lo es, pero está rodeado de agua, entonces claramente el mar me trae bien buenos recuerdos o buenas sensaciones.
El rey de las islas.
Así es.
Y no solo de cubrir golf vive el hombre, también a veces hay que practicarlo. Mañana nos toca echar una rondita, ya les platicaremos. Manténganse atentos de nuestro siguiente videoblog. Suscríbanse, denle like para que no pierdan ninguna actualización. Nos vemos mañana.